Plaintiff Rick Smith says despite their 17-year age difference, he and the defendant started dating. However, Rick claims he soon realized the defendant was a pathological liar who was only looking for a sugar daddy. And he's suing her today for the balance due on a credit card and emotional distress. Defendant Wendy Sizemore insists she and Rick were nothing more than platonic friends who were never intimate. Wendy denies using Rick for money, and she's countersuing him for harassment and emotional distress.
Start with you.
Yes, sir. Ms. Sizemore and I met end of December last year, as I remember. Dated for a short period of time, but the relationship was not romantic. Age difference, different personalities. However, I did become attached to her son and also wanted to help her move forward in her life. Based on the things she told me, I thought that I could make a difference there. The simple truth is this. Ms. Sizemore is a pathological liar, a con artist, and I think mistakenly believed I was some kind of sugar daddy for her, okay? And the last time I saw Ms. Sizemore until today, the last time I saw her... Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 57.
How old is she?
40. 17-year difference.
17? Is that sugar daddy stage yet?
Hard to say. I personally didn't think so, but the way I was treated, I believe so.
It's humiliating.
Oh, yeah.
It's because a sugar daddy, they don't date you unless you give them money. That's the whole purpose. You give me money, I date you. Because you're too old to be dated for free. I'm too old to be dated for free. You're 57, right?
That's correct.
When did this start, maybe?
The relationship?
Yeah.
It only lasted for the romantic
When did it
side.
start?
It started December of last year, as I stated.
This is for my own purpose. How old were you?
57.
57, you would start. Okay, I got a couple more years. I'm not a sugar daddy yet. All right. I'm not sugar daddy age
I don't know where you're going.
yet. All right, thank God. I got 2 more years. All right, go ahead. You think she thought that of you? Because what?
The story with her was, A, she was attending school, would be graduating in the summer with becoming a parole officer, making $60,000, as I was told, when in truth, she needed one, okay?
Needed a parole officer.
Okay. And also, everything that was discussed between us with money was always a loan, okay? There was never the concept that I was giving or donating to her. Largely, it's related to my co-signing for a car for her, which would have been her financial responsibility, which has led to the emotional distress. And on the last day that I ever saw her, she punched me twice and literally tried to drag me out of a car because I had to take possession because she had made no payments, and I would be darned if I'm going to buy somebody a car.
Let's get to your background.
Okay.
I met him at a little karaoke bar, and we exchanged phone numbers, and we had dinner at his house a few days later. I want to say, I could be wrong on that, but I know it was a few days. We had a dinner, and he made a nice dinner. We were more than friends, or we were just friends, but we've never had any type of relationship. I don't need a probation officer. I've never been in trouble a day in my life, and I'm in law enforcement school.
When you say you all never had a relationship?
No, we have not.
Never dated or been intimate?
No, but I did invite him, and some of my other family members invited him to like barbecues or on 4th of July. Just recently came to a barbecue, even though I was leery on giving him my address.
Yeah,
I did it.
I got the point. I mean, I invite Doyle to Detroit. Doyle comes to Detroit sometime.
If he does something nice for you.
and that doesn't mean we date. But go ahead. So I got the point. I got your point. You invite him to family events, you invite him over. Got it. All right.
Yeah. As far
So
as
in terms of the nature of your friendship, did he help out with your son and...
What he did do for me is something that nobody has ever done for me, and so that is the reason why I couldn't be mean to him.
What's that?
He helped co-sign on a car for me. We bought it in February.
Okay, let me allow him to tell me about that because that's part of his lawsuit. First, tell me about the credit card that you're suing for.
Yes, so the credit card is simply this. She needed some assistance on buying some female lingerie, etc. And it's a Victoria's Secret, right? Okay. And so, while I know you're thinking, yes, I might shop at Victoria's Secret too, it really doesn't happen. I'm into the big and beautiful shops. Seriously. okay? So
You're into the plus size shop.
I'm in the plus size, you got it. Okay.
You're not alone, so.
Oh, I know. Oh,
Big deal. All right.
There's a lot of men my age that are in the plus size. But anyway, so again, it was agreed that, you know, this was her responsibility, that she would be paying this off. Okay. Finally, when I had the billing address sent to her, because she was responsible for the bills. Finally, I became notified at the point when there was $832, which was not I was ever informed of. The only thing I was ever acknowledged of was approximately should have been $300 charged against it. So there were additional charges that were occurring.
How much has she failed to pay?
$832.
All right, and has she agreed that she owes that amount and told you that she would repay you?
She has never agreed to pay that back. Sizemore is a pathological liar, a con artist, and I think mistakenly believed I was some kind of sugar daddy for her.
How old are you?
I'm 57.
How old is she?
40. 17-year difference.
17? Is that sugar daddy stage yet?
Hard to say.
Plaintiff Rick Smith says after he started dating the defendant, he realized she was a pathological liar who was only looking for a sugar daddy.
Ma'am, what do you say to the credit card he's suing you for?
I honestly, of course, I would say okay to a new bra, but actually it was for athletic wear because I was going to the gym because it helps you think.
Did you ever agree to repay?
I did try an attempt to repay, yes, sir.
Try, what does that mean?
I told him as soon as my student loans had come in, because they were supposed to come in, that I would do it.
Have they come yet?
They didn't come, and it was because I had a seizure and I broke my back October of 2014.
So when do you think you should pay them?
Actually, I'm waiting until January because of just emotional distress, and I had to move.
All right. We'll get to your emotional distress, but sounds like she's saying she owes you, but she's going to pay you when she wants. That's the essence of what she said. Now, emotional distress. How does she owe you another $3,000 for emotional distress?
Okay, very simply. Back to the car, co-sign. Back to paying things when you...
You're a little wannabe lawyer.
Okay. Okay, very simple. Very simply. Okay, loan was taken out in February.
You've been to jail.
First payment in April.
You've
Payment
been
was
to
not made.
jail.
Huh?
You've been to jail?
I have not, sir.
Like a little jailhouse lawyer. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
So I needed to get possession of the car because I was not buying a car for a person. I had only agreed to co-sign. And I was not going to take a hit on my credit.
How much did she fail to pay? Obviously, she failed to pay, and it ran.
And I'm not pursuing that. It's the stress that was associated with that.
Gotcha. Okay. Ruined your credit, essentially.
Ruined my credit, and that ruined my credit, the stress. Secondly, she had been evicted from one home. I'm sorry.
Do your thing, sir. Do your thing. Do your thing.
All right. Okay. So at the same time this all came to a head, she had been evicted and had been evading me about where she was located so that I could even get the car and was not communicating with me. All right. Finally, after... I can't help it. I truly can't.
Do your thing, sir.
I can't. All right.
You might get admitted to law school based on your performance today. Go ahead.
Come to head. I was able to entice her to come. She was about to be evicted from another apartment. I enticed her to come over by saying I would help her. I was then able to...
This is after she had failed to pay for the car?
This is after I had to pay everything. She'd failed to pay everything.
You're still helping her?
No, I wasn't. Hang on. No. I enticed her to. No. Okay.
Well, let me hear from you, ma'am.
We got the car, and I told you it was nice that he did that, and so nobody would do that.
No,
so
what were the terms of the car?
So the terms were that I would make the payments. I made the April, June, July, and April, May, June, July. July 1st was paid. I paid it. He paid it on the 7th. But I was going to go camping, and even with my son and my son's friend, because I needed a break. I asked him to go camping with us because with the two kids. I drove to the house, and he did set me up, and he took my car. So I called the police.
Did you fail to pay in a timely manner during any month?
No, sir.
She never paid a dime. When you're talking about later
All right.
failed.
How did you pay him, ma'am?
I made a mistake and paid it with a money order, but Rick showed
Okay,
me.
do you have a copy of any money order? You've said that you paid every single month. Why you keep looking at him? What does he have to do with it? All right, ma'am, you're not proving your case, and so I'm going to...
I have tons of stuff to prove my case, but it's harassment.
All right, give me what I want, though, for him to prove his case.
But I did make my payments on the car.
Okay, and you have no evidence. And your answers to me
I can
have
bring
been
up my cell phone and show you
inconsistent.
on my
I'm going to
thing.
grant your judgment. Now, what are you countersuing him for? You tell me, you prove your case now. He's proven his. Okay, your claim is dismissed. Judgment for the plaintiff. You won't respond.
Thank you, Your
You
Honor.
won't respond, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So he can take my son, and I have proof saying he's
You know,
gonna
it's a
steal
little
my
late,
kid.
Wendy Bag.
Shut your
No,
mouth.
shut your mouth.
You've seen it through her now.
No, not that. You shut your mouth because you've got 5 women in 5 different cases because you're a predator.
Plaintiff Shantae Farmer says she and the defendant have been close friends since high school, but the defendant has an attitude problem. Shantae claims the defendant often got kicked out of class for having an attitude with the teachers, and Shantae is suing her today because the defendant totaled her car. Defendant Katrina Neal says Shantae has been nothing but selfish, and she's devastated that her good friend is suing her. Katrina denies owing for the car because she feels Shantae should have had insurance on her vehicle.
Start with you.
Well, me and Katrina have been close friends since high school, but Katrina has an attitude problem. When we was in high school, she used to get kicked out of class for her attitude problem.
Where you from?
Philadelphia.
Philly? Okay.
Katrina pretends that she's broke and stuff, and that if it's not on her time, then it's a problem. For example, I owe Katrina some money, and instead of waiting for me to pay it back, she goes into my bank and pretends that it was me and go take the money out the account.
No.
But you did have the money.
On me in cash, not in my bank account, and that's what I told her that in the morning time that my boyfriend was gonna go pay
That's what
it.
You told her in the morning time you were going to the bank.
No, I told her that my boyfriend, when we wake up in the morning, that we was going to go to the cell phone and pay the bill.
Okay, and what time did she
Instead-
go to the bank?
She calls at 7 o'clock in the morning. And
She beat
goes-
you to it, that's what you're saying.
Basically, but I told her that the money wasn't in the account, so I was going to the store and pay it. Instead, she takes the money out of my account.
So it
Instead of
was in
pay-
the account.
No, she overdrafted my account because she went in.
Got it.
using
I
my
didn't hear
card.
that
Yes.
part. She overdrafted.
Yes.
All right.
So,
Any other incidents
yes,
of
Katrina's.
deception or theft by your friend?
Yes, if it's not done at Katrina time, then it's a problem. She's going to taking Disney World trips and stuff. Her boyfriend bought her $600 pocketbooks, but she can't pay me the money that she's owed me.
You're referring to this money today.
Correct.
All right. You want to give me some background?
Your Honor, I have a pleasure to meet you today. I would first like to congratulate you on your new granddaughter.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous,
Take your time.
and I'm saddened to be sued by a former friend. Shantae has been nothing but selfish and only worried about herself. Everything is about her and on her
What
time.
part of Philly you from?
West Philly. I cry about everything.
So tough. I was in Philly.
No, I am a tough Tony, but I cry about
was in Philly
everything.
recently, and my buddy, he took me all over Philly. This tough area right here. The west side. Where you from again?
West Philly.
When to stop all that crime.
I cry about everything.
I'm just messing with
Everything.
you. I'm just trying to lighten it up so you don't have to cry today.
I'm a little nervous,
Take your time.
and I'm saddened to be sued by a former friend. Shantae has been nothing but selfish and only worried about herself. Everything is about her.
Plaintiff Shantae Farmer is suing her former friend, who says she's devastated that Shantae brought her to court today.
So you all have been good friends how long?
Since 2005.
Okay, and what has your friendship been like?
She was a good friend, but overall she was selfish.
She said you were, so give me some examples of her selfishness.
Had I had the evidence that I needed, I would have been countersuing. She ran a phone bill up in my name because she couldn't get one in her own name. And she decided that since she didn't want to speak to me, she didn't want to pay the bill. So now I owe Sprint $821. That's on my credit.
Yep.
So what she was saying about, I went into her account, she had a debit card on file, and the bill, it was around the time the bill was due.
Yep.
So I called Sprint through the automated system, and it was like, which card would you like to pay the bill with? For her portion, I put I picked the card with the last 4 digits of her credit card. That's how it was. It's not like I called the bank or, you know, I'm trying to say for them to put this money in my account or anything like that.
You saw me cross-examine her after she said she owed you, and I'm talking about she was gonna pay you when they woke up and all that. And I had the money, but I was gonna pay. She didn't work. Me and my boyfriend was asleep. We was gonna pay it when we woke up.
Right.
How does she owe you today, ma'am?
Katrina called me in May saying that she had crashed her car and she needed a car to get around and go to work, back and forth to work, and pick her kids up. So me being a nice friend, I let her hold my car because I didn't need it for that week. I was going away. So on May 13th, she called me and saying that she crashed my car. So I had to go find somebody to look at it to see what the total. So I got the mechanic to go look at it, and he paid me. It was total, so he actually paid me $130 to use it for parts and to remove it off the road. So Katrina was promising that she's going to pay me the money, but ever since this happened, she only gave me $100, and I'm asking her, telling her that I need it, you know, a little faster because I need a car before the kids start school, and now the kids starting school and we here, and I still only receive $100.
Okay, now that's selfish, knowing that you have children that need to get to school and total your car and won't give you anything. What do you have to say to this?
Your Honor, at first I thought about it and I was willing to pay Shantae for the car, but had she had car insurance, we wouldn't be standing in front of you today. I feel as though she wants me to pay for her car. I feel as though she wants
Who
me.
did it?
Huh?
Who did it?
I drove it at the time it was crashed.
Right.
But
so you crashed it.
Yeah, but she didn't have car insurance. Had she had car
What
insurance,
that had to do with it? You did it.
She did it.
And Your Honor, stating in the text message she knew
Oh,
that I
no,
didn't
what
have
did
cars.
you say she did it? She crashed it?
No, I took it upon myself to still drive it after she said that the wheel alignment was messed up.
You crashed it.
Yes, I did.
All right, so you paid for what you did. If you out drunk driving and you hit somebody and you are charged and the car's totaled, the other person's car's totaled, drunk driving, totaled their car, totaled my car. But it ain't my fault because Shantae didn't have no insurance. I can drink and drive. I can hit people. I can total cars as long as she has insurance. No, whether she has insurance or not, you are responsible. If she does have insurance and she wants to use it on that, then fine. But she may not want to use her insurance on that because her rates might go up. So a lot of people don't want to use their insurance. So the person ultimately who is responsible is the person who did the damage. She did nothing here wrong, nothing. So your judgment is granted, whether you had insurance or not. Your car was destroyed by her. $1,400 is your judgment. Have a good day, ladies.
I just hope she has fun finding another hoopty for $1,500.
I will.
Plaintiff Diana Jimenez says she was addicted to crystal meth, and after 13 years of sobriety, she fell off the wagon. Diana claims she stayed with the defendant for a couple of weeks and agreed to put his electric bill in her name. However, she's suing because he failed to pay the bill. Defendant Edward Hannawalt says drugs are a severe problem in his community, and he met Diana through his social circle. Edward says although he was appreciative when Diana put his electric bill in her name, he insists she knew that he had no way to pay the bill.
Start with you.
Sir, a little bit about me. I am a recovering addict. I've been struggling for 10 years. I was clean 13 years. I had a home, children, and a family, a career. Some things happened in my personal life that I didn't have the skills to handle, and I relapsed. Well,
After 13 years, huh?
Yes, after 13 years.
What drug of choice?
Meth.
Wow.
Yeah. I had no recovery, so I didn't have an ounce of how to handle what I went through. So I really made some bad choices, and so, but I currently have 9 months clean, and working on those skills. So Obamacare. Thank you.
Hold on. Let me hear that last part. Because of what?
Obamacare. I was clean 13 years. I had a home, children, and a family, a career. Some things happened in my personal life that I didn't have the skills to handle, and I relapsed. Well,
After 13 years?
yes, after 13 years.
What drug of choice?
Meth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Plaintiff Diana Jimenez says she fell off the wagon after being off crystal meth for 13 years. And she's suing her former friend for an unpaid electric bill.
That's one of the major benefits of the Affordable Health Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare.
Yes, sir.
Drug addicts can now utilize their coverage to get rehabilitation services, whereas in the past, you had to wait on a bed to open up at a nonprofit. Now you just go in and say, I need treatment for drugs. So glad to hear that, glad it's working. Go right ahead, glad you could access that. And I respect you admitting that. You come in here, you say, I'm recovering, I'm this, I'm that, I'm struggling. I have a lot of respect for that. As I say all the time, I don't have a whole lot of respect for folks that come in here, got an addiction, and they lying. I ain't doing nothing. So congratulations. And where do you know the defendant from?
The same social circles. I've known him for about 5 years.
That's what they call them, social circles. I mean, yeah, it's just social circles when they sip tea at the White House, or social circles when y'all in the meth house. All right, tell me something about you, sir. Give me some background.
I met Diane about 5 years ago through my cousin and his social circle. The town that we live in, that place is, you were talking about the drug addiction and all that, this place is off the hook. You're standing there on your telephone, someone will come up and ask you to borrow it, you hand it to them, they run off.
What city and state?
Oildale, Bakersfield, California. Not only that, they're at your house the next day wanting to sell it back to you. The place, so for her to get in recovery, so I'm so glad she got help. More people need to do that. But we've known each other for about.
Have you struggled with an addiction?
Yeah, I battled them most of my life. My biggest one was alcohol. I haven't had a drink, and I had 8 drunk driving.
Anything else we need to help you with?
I'm doing fine, sir. I'm in recovery.
Good enough.
Lord's been helping me with that quite a bit.
All right. You all are the type of folks that have those drug challenges that I appreciate coming in and being open and honest, because those are the ones that succeed.
It's a struggle every day, sir.
Good to know and hear you talk about that. How does the defendant owe you $1,009?
Well, I was bouncing from place to place, trying to get a DUI class out of the way so I could get my license back. 'Cause that's
How long ago was that?
That was last November. I asked to stay with him. I asked if I could stay until I got accepted into the recovery home. And so it was about 2.5 weeks I stayed with him. I helped him around the house. I used my food card to keep us fed and help him get 2 of his rooms for rent that he rents. He rents out his house, his rooms, to help with his means. And that was our agreement. And so I asked him if there's anything else I could do before I left. It was 2 days before I was to leave. And he asked me if I could put the electric bill in my name. And he presented how he had worked it out, how the rooms would be able to help him make his means. And I've known him for 5 years. He's been in the same spot for that long. So I thought there was no probable reason he couldn't make that. So I agreed to do it. I needed a deposit because it had been so long since I had service in my name in Bakersfield. So they had my number. When I hooked up the service, I let them know I was going to be out of town, that Ed would be handling it so he could talk about the account if he needed to call. And they had my number. I had my phone the whole time I was in the recovery home. Nobody ever called me, so I figured he was good to go. I called him about Christmas time to wish him a Merry Christmas, and he had stated that he had made a payment on it. And I wasn't gonna ask because if I believed in you enough to do this, I shouldn't have to police you to pay the bill. So he said he had made a payment on it. When I was done in the recovery home in March, I forwarded all my mail over there. I began to receive a bill, and then I called them. They said that the partial service was still hooked up, and I asked them if he had ever made a payment. They said no, so I told them to disconnect it. And then I sent him a copy of the bill, a picture of the bill on its.
Did he agree to pay?
He did, and text messages.
But he hasn't, obviously.
Yeah.
Plaintiff Diana Jimenez says she fell off the wagon after being off crystal meth for 13 years. And she's suing her former friend for an unpaid electric bill.
Sir?
I remembered a little bit different. I remember her offering to put it in her name when the power was going to get shut off. And at the time, I had no way to pay that. And I thought I had expressed that to her, that I appreciate it, but I have no way to pay this right now. I wasn't working. I've been hurt at work a couple years ago, so I've been out of work. I usually rent out rooms in my home to cover my bills, and I didn't have anybody in at the time.
He had shown the rooms a couple of times, so I was more than comfortable knowing that he was going to get those rooms rented out. That is what he presented to me, that's how he was doing it. I don't go around electing my social security number for debt, and because he owned his home, I believed no idiot would risk their home by not paying this bill.
I had no intention of sticking her with a bill, sir. I have not. I'm barely getting on my feet as it is, and I had no way to pay that bill. I used the power while I was there. I guess it is my debt, sir. I just haven't had a way to pay it.
All right, you are the kind of litigants I love. Does your witness want to say anything? You want to say anything? All right,
I'm
good.
sorry.
No, don't get up here. You might not tell the truth. I'm loving this case. These are the type of litigants I like. This makes me happy. I'm not going to go back there half mad like I do half the time because folks insult my intelligence all the time. I'm going to, if you don't mind, ma'am, I'm going to grant you judgment, but I'm going to give him 60 days to pay. All right, judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
We haven't seen each other for a while, but I have no hard feelings with her. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to pay that bill.
I wish him well. I'm not mad at him.
Plaintiff Lisa Dowd says the defendant is her daughter, and she started acting out at the age of 13 after her father passed away. Lisa claims she got the defendant into a program that got her involved in counseling and extracurricular activities, and the defendant ended up graduating school. Lisa's suing her daughter today for a loan. Defendant Letitia Harper says growing up, Lisa was strict with her because she was the oldest child. Letitia claims she once snuck a boy in the house, and after Lisa caught him, she chased him around the neighborhood in her car. Letitia denies owing Lisa for anything.
Start with you.
Okay, I'm the mother of the defendant. A little background on her. She was a good child for the most part in her younger days. And she kind of started getting rebellious due to the fact, the age of 13. Her father had passed away, and she started staying out. She started ditching school, smoking marijuana, things of that sort. So I got her into a program called Chicago Girls, and that's a program to help children with, extracurricular activities at the school, counseling. She related with children that went through the same, things that she went through. So she started getting better.
She got better?
She started getting better, a lot better, yes.
Okay.
And she became, she finished school. She got a diploma and everything.
What's the name of the program?
Chicago Girls.
All right, good.
Yes,
Work
wonderful
for your
program.
daughter? Good.
Yes.
All right. And she got better grades, finished high school.
Yes.
Then what after high school?
She has extracurricular activities. She has certificates in different things.
Okay.
Certified nursing assistant.
right.
She's going for her radiology tech now. So
Good. All that sounds very positive. Other than this money you say she owes you.
yes.
You all fell out other than this in recent years?
No.
Young ladies and their moms, a lot of times they fall out at least every few years, if not every few weeks.
Well, I was fortunate to have two daughters that became 18 and became independent and moved out on their own.
At 18?
So, yes, at 18, both of them. So they weren't
What's
there
the
for us
other
to fall
daughter
out.
do? What does she do?
She's also a a CNA certified, state certified, and she's becoming a chef.
Good. Let me hear from you, young lady.
Me and my mom, I love my mom to death, but like she said, when I was younger, I got rebellious when my father had passed away, but I felt like that she used to be more strict on me because I was the oldest of three. And my mother used to be a tomboy, and when my father passed away, I started getting into my girly ways, and she wasn't able to relate, so, she just was real strict on me. So one particular incident, you know how kids are when they're younger. They try to sneak people in the house and stuff like that. So I had snuck somebody over, and She came
My
home.
daughters didn't.
Well,
At
you
least
know.
I didn't think so until they finally told me a few months ago. Now that she's
But I mean, we
29,
wasn't doing
she said when
anything.
she was 15, they had a party at the house behind our backs. So they were worse than sneaking somebody in. They had a party. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I snuck somebody in. She came home early. She caught him. He jumped out the window. She chased him around the neighborhood in her car, had me embarrassed. The whole neighborhood, everybody knew about it. They won't come near me because they said
You
my
didn't
mother.
do it again, though, did you? So it worked.
So, I mean, now that I'm older, you know, I understand that she was just looking out for me, just trying to, you know, give me more values on life and stuff like that. So I understand that now. But then I was a teenager, so I wasn't really seeing eye to eye.
All right, and she's been a good parent to you, in your opinion?
Yeah.
Plaintiff Lisa Dowd says the defendant is her daughter, and Lisa claims she started acting out at the age of 13 after her father passed away.
What part of Chicago you guys live in?
I stay in Bronzeville.
How long you been there?
I've been there 3 years. I moved from the suburbs. I raised my children in Calumet City and Country Club Hills, and once she became 18 and gone, I moved to the city, so
Okay.
closer to work.
Yeah, and see, the community makes a big difference when you're living in an area that's not so crime and drug infested. So you can be a single parent. A lot of folks suggest it's because of single parenthood that the child can't succeed. You're a single parent and your children are succeeding. My mother was a single parent, although I went through a phase. I came out all right, and it was after we moved from the projects that I turned around. So a lot of it is about environment, as we see here.
I agree.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
And the loan, tell me about the loan you're suing her for.
Okay, back in September of 2015, she was going through some personal issues. She said, Mom, I need some help. I need to be on my own. And I said, well, you can come back home. She said, no, I need to be on my own, but I need your help. And I said, what type of help do you need? Well, I need to get this apartment, and I'm not financially able to get it. Can you help me? I said, well, I can help you, Tish, but I don't have it to just give you right now. She said, well, can you loan it to me, Ma? I'll pay you back. You know I'm working. You know I'm good for it. So I said, well, let me see what I can do. Make a few phone calls, talk to a few people. And eventually I did get up enough money to loan her $2,500.
So you had to go and get it from other folks.
Yeah, a couple of people.
And how much did she pay you back? Sounds like you say you loaned her $2,500. She repaid $300.
To this date, $300.
All right. And what has she said when you've asked about it?
Well, she said, well, Mom, you know, she's married now, so she said, well, my husband is sick, and I don't really have the money right now to give you. I have to take off work. He's off work. And then she tells me something about your other daughter borrowed money from you. You don't bother her. So little stuff like that.
Now, was she married when you loaned the money?
No, she wasn't.
All right, I'm going to leave that alone. Why you get married broke, but I'm going to leave that alone. That ain't my business, but that's not a good idea. Let me hear from you regarding the loan.
I don't feel like I owe her, but I did get the loan from her initially, and I did agree to pay the loan back initially. But as she said, my husband got sick. I'm married to an older guy. He got sick. He started having heart problems, and she know this. And like
How old is he, if you don't mind me asking?
53.
53? Wow. All right. And you're how old? How old were you all when you got married?
I was 27 at the time.
Girl, there's still hope for you.
That's right.
All right. But you do acknowledge still owing her?
Well, she told me that I didn't have to pay her back.
That's a
because
lie.
Initially she said I didn't have to pay her back after he got sick and started going into the hospital because she knew what was
How long
going
ago
on.
was that? Did he get sick?
No.
This was like around like February or March of this year when he started having
February 16,
Right.
he was sick. You received the loan in September of 2015?
Right.
And from September through February, how much did you pay? $300?
Yeah, I paid her $300 back.
Was there a payment plan?
Yes, you know, initially, verbally, we had agreed that she started making $100 biweekly payments to start in November. November came, she was like, I'm not able to, Ma, I don't have it, and, you know, a bunch of excuses. So I drew up a promissory note, and I backdated it for the initial date of the loan, and I told her, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna finish this year out. Christmas coming and everything. Starting in January of 2016, you're gonna start those biweekly payments of $100. And that's what we both signed, a promissory note to that.
Plaintiff Lisa Dowd says the defendant is her daughter, and Lisa claims she started acting out at the age of 13 after her father passed away.
How many payments were made?
She made one payment of $300.
And that was in January.
No, that was in February, and you know what? Her rent was due. She, like she say, she was having hard times.
Married.
I know, but she was whining. Oh, I'm having these problems, Ma, and I really don't have it. My rent due, and he don't have the money.
I wasn't. The reason why I wasn't really paying it at the time is because when me and him when I moved into the apartment, we wasn't married. But then he seen that I didn't really need him like that, so then that's when he wanted to go ahead and marry me. So then at that time, when I moved back in with him, it was like I was helping him out with the bills at the house and then still having to pay bills at the apartment.
I'm not trying to get in your business, but why you marry an older gentleman nearly twice your age that didn't have any money?
Well, he don't want nothing to do with
the mid-20s and without being a sugar daddy.
He don't want nothing to do with the apartment. He's not going to pay for nothing about the apartment because he didn't want me to get it in the first place.
But he doesn't have any means. That's my point.
No, he got a job. He works, but he just he stopped working when he got sick.
Right, so he doesn't have any means.
But he's still a veteran. He get income.
Okay, very good. Right. So she does have the money. Her husband is a veteran. He gets income, and you say you did not agree to amend the promissory note. And any amendments must be in writing. So if she didn't amend it in writing, young lady, then this is still binding. Have a good day. $2,200 is your judgment.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
See?
Mom, you know
the issue
right.
is over with now.
I know.
We good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I know.
I just want you to be responsible. It's nothing to do with money. Not really. It's really about you being responsible and take care of your responsibilities. I raised y'all better than that. You know that. I know I'm your mother.
You're right. You know me too. You know I take care of my responsibilities when I can, but you know my situation too. Okay. So it's not like I wasn't trying to.
Well, so that you won't land here again with someone else. Now you know you need to take care of your responsibilities. A little bit is better than none.
But we
you ain't have to give me a whole $100 a month. All right, Letitia, you're not gonna see eye to eye on this, but just know this wasn't just to take money from you. This was to make you responsible. Okay, you still my child. You know I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too. You owe me too. I see you next year in court. No, I'm just saying.